Hey, what is up, guys? Lou Boyer coming to you from Chicago, and I am bored on a Sunday night, so I thought I'd do another live stream. I'm not going to advertise this anywhere, so I don't know who's even going to find this or if anybody's going to find this. But I've been chasing snakes all day right around the hotel, and I just can't catch one. You guys ever had that problem? If you have, you know, type something in there. Let me know. Let me know if you're on. Again, I'm new to the streaming thing, and I can never seem to get like the comments to show up. Disregard. Here they come now. Yeah, I just want to hear your guys' stories. Really. And I'm gonna have to put my glasses on to see some of this. But again, sitting in a hotel room here in Chicago, and I'm bored. It's like, what time is it here? It's almost 10 p.m. And yeah, I spent most of the day. Well, I slept till about 10 or 11 a.m. But right by the hotel, there's a little lake, and I found a few plains garter snakes that I just couldn't catch. And yeah, it sucked. I've got a lot of video. I'll make a video, but tomorrow morning we fly out to up to Alaska tomorrow around noon. So about 10:30, I leave the hotel. So I'm gonna get up around 8 and see if I can't catch one of those snakes before 10. But yeah, I got a few guys on here. Immortal Herper's up. What's going on? Paul's there. I love Japan. Hi from Tokyo. Yeah, Tokyo. Haven't been to Tokyo in a few weeks now. So, and I've got a couple weeks vacation. I won't be to Tokyo till probably the end of July. So not for another month. But yeah, I'll find some more snakes out there. Who else is here? Brutus, what's up, man? Relocated a garter today. Yeah, I've been trying to catch a garter all day, like all day. I saw, I think, 6 or 7 snakes, all plains garters, which would be a lifer. Got a little video of one, but I just couldn't catch one. They're right on this lake's edge, and the second I get close, or even if I see them, most of them see me first, and boom, I just see a flash and it's gone. So anyway, yeah, kind of a not a stressful day, but kind of a boring day as far as spent all day trying to get decent video, and I just couldn't do it. So hello from Milwaukee. Hey, right up the coast here on the lake. Yeah, Milwaukee. Got you guys. I don't know if you guys got the storms yesterday. We were coming in from Alaska, then to Dallas, and then from Dallas to Chicago, and we got stuck in Dallas for like 6 hours because of thunderstorms, and I think there was actually a tornado here. But anyway, here now. What else? Again, I may have to get my glasses to be able to read some of these. So good live, huh? I hate doing these lives, to be honest. Literally, I'm bored in my room, and I like to talk snakes. I like to be doing something snakes, and I was going to rent a car and go out somewhere different today, but the rental car was like $120 for a day, and I'm like, not doing that. So I don't mind spending money on rental cars, but like that's crazy. So anyway, yeah. Search around water. Yeah. Yeah, water right here by the hotel. There's literally a lake right out my window here. It takes me 2 minutes to leave my room and find a snake. I just can't like catch it to get good video. And garter snakes are pretty, flighty. They're off and gone. So, I pretty much got to catch it to get the video I want, but haven't been able to do that yet. Anyway, I know for some of you guys it's really late. For other guys it's really early. Japan. What time is it in Japan right now? Let me see. I can look at my phone. Oh, it's noon. Noon in Japan. So a day ahead. South Carolina, I say. Hey, what's going on, Jason? I'm trying to find snakes out here in Chicago and not having a good time today. I'm tired. I probably look exhausted, and that's I've been flying a lot yesterday. But Voyager's up. What's up, Captain Lou? Yeah. Uh huh. Let's see. I hope that I gotta get my glasses, guys. I'm sorry. I hope that you're doing well. Yeah. Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to find some snakes and put out a video. I'm putting out a video one way or the other. I've seen a few snakes. I haven't really got a lot of good video, but I'm hoping to fix that tomorrow. And I might actually go walk around that lake tonight with the light. I've brought a light with me. Yeah, maybe I'll try and find a water snake or something. I don't know. We'll see. What else is going on? Who's on here? Philip, what's going on, man? You don't bother with garters. Yeah, the musk, I know, right? I don't know. When it's a garter you've never seen before, you sort of want to grab it, but Yeah, that musket lasts for like days. Literally, literally, I'll be flying like days later, and I'll get a whiff of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I found that garter a few days back. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of a smell of success, I guess. See, 5,000 miles on a rental. Oh, but you found an Alterna, huh? Yeah, well, I think 5,000 miles might be worth it for that snake. But I'm hoping to get out to West Texas and at least have a look this year. I'd love to find one, but I don't know. We'll see. That would be a dream, but dreams do come true. Please put it on a Ferrari someday. Oh, what's that? Please put it on a Ferrari someday. What am I supposed to put on a Ferrari? Yeah, and you must have seen the last video I did. Yeah, I'm thinking about there's. I actually have another one, as weird as that sounds, and it needs a little work. So it's going to go in the shop when I get home, and maybe I'm going to do like a boys versus girls Ferrari challenge, and I'll let my wife and daughter take the red one, and my son and I'll take the yellow one, and we'll see who finds more snakes. I don't know. That might be kind of goofy, but it might be kind of fun. I've also thought about road cruising on bicycles. In fact, I'm definitely going to do that. I'll probably just rent an e-bike to make it a little bit easier, but I might try that before the season's over. What else is going on? Love the content, Dennis. Thanks, man. I appreciate I appreciate that. I don't do these lives very often. I sort of suck with live video, but I'm sitting in a hotel room. I'm bored. I got nothing else going on. I've been all over like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Whoever's putting out videos, they keep me going. So I appreciate that. And right now, I'm like over. I've just looked at every video. I've looked at TikTok and Instagram and all of those. And it's, I don't know. I just thought I'd try and find some of you guys and talk to you guys instead. And it's kind of weird because I know you can't talk back. But yeah. So anyway, what do we got? Like 20 people on here. I don't know how to advertise these things. Maybe there's a way to say, hey, I'm going to do a live. You guys want to talk about snakes? But I haven't figured that one out yet. I literally just like hit go live and see what happens. And yeah. So anyway, here we are. I got this strange looking piece of art, I guess you'd call it, behind me on the wall. It's a little bit bizarre looking, to be honest. I'm not sure. I could probably find a snake somewhere in there if I looked hard enough. Maybe something up in here. But yeah, it's like 10 o'clock at night here. Or is it? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock, straight up 10 o'clock here. I'll probably stay up another hour and then try and get some sleep and try and find that garter snake in the morning. Let's see. Again, I need the glasses to see. Thanks for always posting great videos. Love Japan. Hey, thanks. I do my best. It's going to be a time of year here where it's going to be difficult to put out videos. The summer is tough for me unless I can get some Singapore overnights, which I hear Singapore is going to open back up come August now. I've heard that the country is going to open up. I don't know if that means foreigners coming in can go out and look for snakes or not, but anyway, it's it's a sign of maybe good things to come there. We'll see. Tokyo, I can still get out in Tokyo and look. Hopefully, we get the Hong Kong overnights back. But where do you go find snakes in Illinois? Right now, literally right out that window. There's a little lake. I'm staying in a Marriott right by the airport, and there's a little lake there. And I saw 6 or 7 snakes today. I couldn't catch any of them, sadly, but 6 or 7 plains garter snakes. There's also some northern water snakes there. I saw those a couple of years ago. I didn't see any today. I saw some, what are they, soft shell turtles? They're kind of funky looking turtles. I saw a couple of those. But there's better places to go. But the rental car was over $100, and I won't spend $100 for a rental car. I think that's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. So I was going to Uber somewhere, but that was expensive too. So I've literally been walking around the hotel room looking for snakes and found some. So I'll be putting a video out, but I might have it up tomorrow or the next day. And then I'm heading back home. I got 3 weeks vacation, so I'll be at home for 3 weeks. And I might go out to the Lake of the Ozarks for a little bit. But yeah, I wish I could give you more information. But if you're in Chicago and you're right by Chicago O'Hare, at the Marriott, there's snakes literally within 2 minutes of the hotel. So it's kind of different. It's kind of cool, actually. Oh, let's see. I got to watch a Northern Pacific eating a rabbit this year. Yeah, that's. I rarely see snakes eating anything. Maybe once or twice. I saw a speckled rattlesnake eating a kangaroo rat once. That was kind of cool. That was a long time ago. And in Japan, I saw a Japanese keelback eating a worm on the road. But yeah, that's all I've seen. I will be putting out a video, though, from Costa Rica. After I left Costa Rica, a buddy of mine that's still there. In fact, he's coming home tomorrow. Grant, if you're watching, man, have a safe trip back to California. But he's going to be sharing some video with me. He found a coral snake eating another snake, and he got some. It's vertical video, but it's pretty damn cool. And he said I could share it, so I'll be putting that video out in the next couple weeks or so. So yeah, snakes eating other snakes, eating anything is kind of cool, but it's kind of rare for me. So a water snake eating a fish, yeah, that would be cool too. It just seems like if you go out enough, you're going to see it. It's going to happen, but it doesn't always happen. So I've been wanting to get the two rattlesnakes where they kind of combat, the male to male, combat thing. My brother saw that once, but yeah, I haven't been that lucky. So yeah, maybe one of these days, we'll see. Anyway, I wish I had more exciting going on to share with you guys. I do have a video in the works right now that'll be, again, out in a day or two. And then I don't really have anything on the calendar. Maybe Lake of the Ozarks in early July, where if we do go, I'll definitely find some water snakes. And there was a speckled king snake that I saw twice but couldn't video, and that would be a lifer. So hopefully I can find one of those. But that's all I have on the calendar. Let's see, Voyager here. Yeah, many snakes while road cruising. Yeah, by the time you stop, it's in the bush, and all you see is a tail. Yeah, I hear you. And that was today. Literally, I was walking along this lake, and I just see a flash. I'm like, oh, there goes a garter, and like it was gone. And yeah, it was gone. So yeah, it's kind of gets the heart racing to see one, but then it's a bummer when it's gone. Yeah, let's see. Trying to look for fields in Illinois with tenderflip. How do you find those? Google Earth. Google Earth is your friend. You want to find trash and things to flip? Google Earth. It's too hot right now to flip in Illinois, but south of Illinois, go to the low rent districts. Find some of the cities or towns that have a low population and low income level maybe, and people just seem to dump trash everywhere. It's sort of sad, but I do take advantage of it. That said, I've run into quite a few meth labs out there, so it's weird to roll up on those taking video, and if you see somebody, they're not so they don't dig it at the fact you got a camera in your hand. So anyway, but yeah, Google Earth will help you out there. So anyway, Thomas, what's going on, man? Where are you at? Where's everybody at here? It's funny to see what some of these guys are at. I know some of you guys where you live. A lot of guys, I have no idea where you're coming from. So anyway, let's see. Running target here. Yeah, let's see. What does he say? First time with a big rattler. Yeah, rattlesnakes are cool. Like they're kind of little landmines out there, sometimes big landmines. And I love seeing them. I don't like having them see me first and then getting a rattle, but I dig rattlesnakes. The ones in Southern California, the Sopax, they're kind of common, and we see quite a few of them. So, but they're cool, and they all look a little bit different, which is kind of neat too. So, New Mexico here. Yeah, that's right, Bruce. From close to Texas. I didn't know you were out at that end. That's cool. Running targets in Texas right now. God, I'd love to be in Texas right now. Oh, we got someone from Missouri. I'll be in Missouri here in another week, or about a week if got some things going on at home. So if everything goes all right at home, I'll be out in Missouri. Brisbane, Aussie. All right. Yeah, Ross, what's up, buddy? God, I'd love to be out there, to be honest. I used to work for an airline. I used to fly to Australia on the Norm. I'd go there every month, but that was like 20 years ago. We'd spend Sydney. We'd have trips to Sydney. We had trips to Melbourne, even Perth. I went to Brisbane once, but sadly only once. What a great place. Some good waves up there, some good surfing. Let's see what else is going on. Someone's in GB, Green Bay. Is that what that is? It could be something else. Let me know. I could be wrong on that one. New Jersey. The Pine Barrens. Yeah, that's I've got a New York overnight coming up late July, and I was going to meet up with the guy Lamar out there. He puts a YouTube channel out, and we were going to go look for some milk snakes. But he's like, yeah, don't bother in July. It's just too hot. There's nothing to flip. So I don't know what I'll do. I have a day and a half out there. Maybe if you got some ideas of where I could drive to that wouldn't be too far, I wouldn't mind, trying to go find a snake or two on the road. Come to Morocco. Yeah. Oh, you live in the USA. Yeah. Oh, Morocco sounds awesome. Right now, that's probably not a possibility. Married with 2 kids, and I can't just disappear. But I wouldn't mind. That would be all right. And buying one plane ticket somewhere, even somewhere far away, is not too expensive. When you got to buy 4, it gets a little expensive. Let's see what else is going on. North Idaho. Not much for snakes up here. Bears, moose, and mountain lions. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing a mountain lion. I think that'd be cool as long as I saw it before it, saw me. But I like seeing other things too. Snakes are my main hobby, but there's always something else to run into while you're out in the field. And mountain lion, if it was a small one, would be cool. If it was a full-grown one, I don't know. Might be a little bit iffy. Sorry, I get the Red Bull here. I said I was only going to drink one today, and that's my second one. But such is life. Well, I've seen a bobcat before. I've seen those. They're kind of cool. You can't get really close to them. At least the ones I've seen, they take off too quick. But they're kind of neat. Rattlesnakes and corals only. Oh, yeah, New Mexico. Yeah, coral snake. That's like my top of the list snake to find. I'd love to find another coral snake. I haven't found the one in the U.S., and I haven't seen a coral snake in a few years. And those were blue corals and striped corals in Singapore. Yeah, coral snakes. I love coral snakes. I don't know. Just one of my favorites. And there's so many different ones. But have I seen many retics in Southeast Asia? And let's see. I've seen reticulated pythons only in Singapore. I've seen 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Always a surprise. One I saw was big, maybe like 12, 14 foot. I'm not sure exactly, but it was, tree trunk size. Well, small tree trunk, as thick as my leg, I guess. And yeah, it was probably the largest snake I've ever seen. In fact, it was definitely the largest snake I've ever seen. The other ones were considerably smaller. And I've seen other pythons. I've seen Burmese pythons. I saw one in Hong Kong, but it was only like maybe 6 or 8 feet long. But yeah, retics are cool. I love the pattern. Some of them have really yellow heads, and some have more silvery looking heads. But yeah, I could never see too many of those. Oh, we got somebody here from New York, 20 minutes from Manhattan. And you saw a copperhead in my backyard last summer. Yeah, well, I'll be in New York end of July, so it's not really. It's easier to flip snakes underneath rocks and pieces of debris. Finding them out in the open is kind of tough. So. Not sure if I'm going to go look. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I have a day and a half in New York if my schedule holds. So I'm going to do something in New York, and it may involve snakes in one way or the other. So, it's hard not to go look. Badger. Yeah, badger. I don't see badgers. I don't think I've ever seen a badger. Anyway, yeah, they're kind of cool. Where am I right now? Ray in the Rockies. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, right by Chicago O'Hare, and I went out looking for snakes today. Saw 6 snakes, maybe 7, all plains garter snakes, but I couldn't get any good video. Although I will make a video about what happened today, but I might find one tomorrow before I take off. Yeah, copperheads in New York. Yeah, I think they're found not on Long Island itself. Excuse me. Oh, maybe they are. Let's see. I'm trying to read some of these comments here. Let's see. Oh, there's a park there in the Bronx in New York. It's a good spot to flip. Okay, well. There you go. Yeah, I just think it's going to be too hot to flip. A local was telling me it's just like you're just going to get a lot of bug bites and not going to find many snakes. So, yeah, and maybe it'll rain, maybe it'll get really cold for a day or two, or maybe I'll road cruise at night. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I just have a hard time staying in the hotel. Yeah, maybe I'll go surfing. I've never surfed. I can go up towards Montauk towards the end. I think that's a couple-hour drive, but I've never surfed there. Maybe I'll bring a board or rent a board and go surf for a day or something. I don't know. Let's see. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you too. I appreciate that. I like watching pet owners feed their snakes. You know what I thought? I have a mountain king snake. I fed him the other day, and I thought, should I set a GoPro there and just do like a time lapse? It might be kind of cool, but I don't know. I mean, my channel's more about finding snakes, so I could probably get more views on that than I would on any other video. Who knows? You know how that goes. But anyway, I like to find them. There's a challenge about finding them. So 70s for the next few days. Might try and flip some. Yeah, it's tough. This whole YouTube channel thing, trying to make videos and, I don't know, if I had a captive collection, I could make a video every day, but to try and go out and find snakes, it's tough. It's tough to keep the channel going. That's why I'm doing this second live, I guess, just so I feel connected to you guys, because it's going to be summer soon, and that's a tough time for me to find snakes. And using my channel, I put out videos as many as I can until summer. And now with COVID, all of Asia being shut down for me, basically, I'm gonna have a hard time putting out videos this summer. So anyway, it is what it is. Some spots on the grapevine, yeah. Well, you know what? The Weston, the Bakersfield. Yeah, my son was just up towards Lake Isabella, to the east of Bakersfield, and he was up in the higher elevations, and he was with some friends. He didn't really look for snakes, but he said it was feeling pretty snaky up there, and I think guys find rosy boas up high there, as well as some mountain kings. Down low, obviously, you can find a lot of other stuff. I don't know when the season runs. Like, the low deserts in Southern California, come early July, that's it. It gets too hot, and the snakes are gone until the fall. So, but I don't know. Other areas, maybe they're okay. Where's my next stop? Heading to Alaska tomorrow, up to Anchorage, Alaska. And Alaska is a no-snake state, which sucks. So I might go video some airplanes. I've done that before just for something to do. If it's windy, I'll go do that. Otherwise, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I don't mind Alaska, but I don't know. I don't fish, so it's a big fishing thing in the summer, but I'm not a fisherman, really. I will fish, but I'm not very good at it. So let's see. Yes, Desert Wolf Armory. Yeah, that's what I've seen his videos. Yeah. If you have some cool stuff to feed, it's awesome. If you got something venomous, guys, I dig seeing a venomous snake, hit a mouse and then like timing how long it takes before it goes down. Maybe that's weird. I don't know. My wife would probably think that's weird, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Let's see. $700 round trip, New York to Copenhagen. Plane change there. Cobras and vipers, man, that just sounds so tempting. Your family will enjoy the trip. So $700 by 4. So now I'm up to what, $2,800. Hotel for a few nights. It would be $5,000 to go out there and back. No joke. And it sounds like a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, but we'll see. It's on the radar, but I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, Alaska head garters. There's rumor that there's some in the very, very southern part of Alaska where the panhandle goes down, I think into Juneau. But I think it's just rumors. I don't know if there's ever been a recorded finding of one. And I'm up in Anchorage, so that's too far north. So there's just nothing up there. I think there might be a few frogs or something. But, food is cheap. Yeah, so I got that going for me, right? Yeah. Yeah, Google said it, and there might be. I don't know. Maybe they found one or two. Maybe it was a released pet. I just don't know. I know in Anchorage itself, I don't think there are any. But when I biked out to video some airplanes last time, it sure looked like there should be some garter snakes around there. Like, if someone released some, I could see them doing okay there. I know they have long, winters, but in Canada they have long winters too, and there's plenty of garter snakes there. So. I don't know. Favorite snake species from Southeast Asia? Blue coral snake. There's something about a blue snake that's just badass. I don't know. And the blue corals, like they're electric blue. And you can see video and you can see pictures, but until you see one in the wild, I don't know how to describe it. It's just stunning looking. There's a butterfly called a morpho butterfly that's also, it's all blue, but the scales are on the butterfly's wings are such that I forget, they don't really reflect blue. They do something different to create the blue, and they're like iridescent blue. And the blue coral is kind of like that. It's just, and the red head. I don't know. Something about the blue coral snake is my favorite. There's a Wagler's pit viper. The females are really cool looking. I like those, but the blue coral by far. King cobras, you can't go wrong with those either. So 3 venomous snakes in Canada. Geez, I'd have a hard time thinking what those were. They'd have to all be rattlesnakes. No. Let's see. They probably maybe the Massasauga, which is sort of a rattlesnake. Is there a Northern Pacific rattlesnake? And what else would there be? Timber rattlesnake. I'm not sure what all makes it up into Canada. Interesting to see. I'd have to look that up later. Would you handle a black mamba? I'm not sure. I don't know. I wouldn't free handle it. I wouldn't just like grab it. I might use a hook and then maybe grab his tail. And the only reason I would grab it is if it was getting away and I wanted to try and get video that I didn't get. Like, I only handle snakes really to try and get video. I'm not like, hey, look at me, I'm holding this really deadly snake. That's not my vibe. I'm not against people who that is their vibe, but it's just not me. Maybe being a family man and being a little bit older, maybe if I was 20 something, that might, have a different thing to it. Oh, a prairie. Yeah, prairies are up there. Okay. That makes sense. You want to see the most dangerous snakes that I know? Check out Snake Island, Brazil. Yeah, the golden lancehead viper. Yeah, I've seen that video. Or maybe there's more than one video, but I've seen that. There's a few of these places where they're like, oh, the number of snakes is crazy per square mile. And even in those places, I wonder how easy it is to find a snake. I don't know. The only place I really found snakes easily was I was in Seattle, and I went south of Seattle. It was in November. We had a charter flight. We were picking up a bunch of cherries. Oh, no, actually, we were picking up the F1 cars, the Indy cars. This is a few years back. And I went south, and there was an area with garter snakes, the Puget Sound garters, and I probably saw 50 or 60 of them. Like, they were everywhere. Like, I've never seen so many snakes. It was kind of cool, actually. You despise the black mambas. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I think they get a bad rap. I think a lot of snakes, I don't know. I've never seen one, so I don't know. But a lot of snakes are they make them look like they're fierce and out to get you when they're not. And, that's how a lot of these shows, on Discovery Channel and all that, that's how they get their audience, I don't know. Anyway, I'm assuming a black mamba, if you ran across one, it would be like every other snake. It would just want to get away. So that said, I think if you get up too close, they will defend themselves. And there's a lot of snakes like that, But given the chance, I think it would just take off. Canada has western, eastern Massasauga, and the prairie. Okay, all right. Well, there you go. I was right with the Massasauga. I was wrong with the other two. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Massasauga. It's kind of a weird word. Favorite species of rattlesnake. Yeah, the banded rock rattlesnake. I haven't seen those, so they look pretty damn cool from the videos I've seen and the pictures I've seen, but I don't have any firsthand experience with those. I like speckled rattlesnakes just because they're all so different looking. There's some really cool white ones out in the Yuma area that I haven't seen. There's some pink ones too in some areas, but anyway, speckleds are my favorite right now, but I haven't seen the banded, rock rattlesnake, and some of those are kind of almost like a grayish green, so that would be really cool to see. What else we got going on? Hold on, Facebook's giving me messages here. But 26 native and 4 venomous, according to Google. Yeah, so, I'd take that. Why don't I make videos on aviation for the aviation video lovers like me? Yeah. My channel's a mix of snakes and aviation. I'll do aviation videos when I can do something cool. And I shot some video from the cockpit. I shot one video from the cockpit that got stolen and went viral, and I almost lost my job over it. That was a few years ago, where I took video and I was airdropping a picture from me to another airplane up to 35,000 feet. And yeah, Apple got a hold of it. A lot of people got a hold of it. It went viral. I think it got 50 million views or something. And then my airline wasn't so happy about that. So when I retire, I've got some cool videos I'll share. But I don't know. The cool stuff in aviation, I can't share because my airline won't let me. So I can't really video from the cockpit. I'll do some crosswind landing videos when it's windy enough. If it's just a normal day, it's kind of boring. I might teach my son how to fly this summer, in which case I might video that and make a little series of that. I don't know. I've got some ideas. I might go into a flight school, and I'll grow out my beard a little longer and maybe my hair a little longer, and I'll go in with my wife, and maybe the premise is I'm going to have her call the flight school and say, hey, my husband's always wanted to be a pilot, but he feels like he left that, he's missed out his calling in life. And anyway, I'm going to go do a discovery flight where they show you about flying. And I won't obviously tell them I have 20,000 hours and I'm a 747 captain. I'll sort of leave that out. And I'll see how much he lets me fly and see how far he lets me go. And I'll do the best I can. And it might be kind of a cool video. Maybe someone's already done that, but I think it'd be kind of funny. I don't know. So I might do something like that. So I've got some aviation ideas for videos, but I don't know. We'll see. Come to Arizona. Yeah, Arizona is on my radar. I will be going out to Arizona this year. Smet Logic, I know you guys know him. You better be subscribed to his YouTube channel because he makes some killer videos, like really cool videos. Oh, speaking of which, I think I've got to do something for him for a video. But anyway, and he should be on here. What is he, sleeping? I bet he's out looking for snakes. Rob, are you out looking for snakes? I bet you're looking for snakes right now. You should have called me. Let's see. Have I ever found a milk snake? Yes, I found a milk snake. One of my videos from here in Illinois. Here, since I got nothing else going on, I got the iPad. Let's see if I can find it real quick. And I think it's on the actual thumbnail. So let's see if I can find my channel. Sorry if you guys, this is kind of boring, but I know I made one, so I want to find it now. And I don't know. It's probably been a few years. But I found a milk snake here south of Chicago, and it's probably been a few years because I can't find it. But I know I did, and I think I have it on the thumbnail. And I'm just going to keep looking. Oh, here we go. I don't know how well. I don't even know where the camera is on here. But yeah, this one down here. Anyway, yeah, I found a milk snake here, and it's been over 2 years. And that was right here in Illinois. I think that's the only milk snake I've seen. Let's see. Yeah, SR-71s. Yeah. God, they still flying those things? I don't even know. I used to, years ago, I flew by and I saw one in flight. It was kind of cool. But that was a long, long time ago. Have you ever seen things flying? Yeah, I can't talk about those guys. Everybody asks me that. Have I ever seen anything in 20,000 hours? Have I seen anything weird in the air? And I'm not sure what to say. I saw one thing once, but anyway, yeah, it was probably military. It was at night, so there wasn't a lot to see. I just saw an orange trail behind something that was moving very, very fast. I'll leave it at that. Let's see. Your dad's a licensed pilot. Yeah, and flies private planes. That's cool. Yeah, private planes are cool. If I go out to Arizona this year and make a video, I'll probably rent a private plane, a little Cessna, a little Piper, and fly out there. It might make a fun video. It's a bit of a haul. They don't go all that fast, so it takes about 2.5, 3 hours to get out there, but that beats driving. Hey, listening while cleaning the snake racks. Yeah, cool. How many racks you got there, Tim? I know that can be a job for some people. That's why I never really got into keeping a lot of snakes. I'd like to, but man, it keeps you busy, doesn't it? And where are you at, Tim? You in U.S. somewhere, I would imagine. Let's see. Austin's reptiles. What rosy boa localities have you found? Sadly, I found only a few. Lake Elsinore area, kind of Lake Matthews, which is sort of the same thing. And then out of Whitewater out in Palm Springs. That's about it. I don't go. Every year I have these plans to find these ones that are way out and look very different. Corn Springs, is that what it's called? That's one of the ones I really want to find, but I just never make the time to make that extra distance on the drive. So every year I say I'm going to go look for these things, and it just when I retire in about 4 years, I'm going to probably step away from flying at 59 and a half. And I guess it's 5 years, but anyway, and then I'm going to go crazy looking for snakes. That's the plan. We'll see how that works out, though. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got here? Where am I currently? I'm currently in Chicago, and I found some snakes today. Videos coming out probably tomorrow. And I'm flying to Alaska tomorrow, so that's about a 6-hour flight. It's kind of easy for us. It's a short one. Please have a shout out. Who's that? Brandon? Brandon, what's up, buddy? That's your shout out. Hope you're doing well. I've ever been able to find and hold a black, the short pit vipers. Yeah, yeah, I've seen a bunch in Singapore. If you go out to the right areas in Singapore, they're easy to find. I wouldn't hold one of those things. Yeah, the bite's not so, it's not so nice. I think it ends badly with a trip to the hospital. And I don't really hold venomous snakes. I will if I have to move them to get better video, but I try not to. And I'm not against people who do. It's just, I don't know. You know, it just seems risky for me. So, yeah, running target's got to go to work. Yeah, I hear you there. So, hey, thanks for joining me. Again, these live things, I just do them every once in a while just because I'm sitting in a hotel room and I'm bored. And I'll probably delete these after the facts. I don't think people are really going to want to watch these on the channel. But I don't know. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun. We're talking snakes. I mean, it could be worse. Oh, behind San Clemente. When I was on Camp Pendleton, has Rosie Boas. Oh, really? That's interesting. I didn't know if Rosie Boas made it out that far. My parents live in San Clemente, and they took a picture of a snake once, and it was a bad picture. I couldn't tell if it was a Rosie Boa or it was a gopher snake, but it was looking Rosie Boa-ish, and I thought they might be there. But anyway, I haven't watched you for a while. Is that me? What are you doing? I'm on every day. No, I'm just kidding. I try and put out a video every week, but that doesn't always work out like that. Yeah, Avenida Pico. Yeah, that I've been on that. My parents live right off that street. So, yeah, be smart while working with venomous snakes. Yeah, that's why I don't keep venomous snakes. I've had snakes get out before, and you know, if I had a venomous snake get out of my house, I've got kids, so I'd be a little bit stressed about that. So, yeah, you know, someone got bit by a cottonmouth. Yeah, I think last year, the year before, I saw someone got bit by a cottonmouth in action. Oh, it wasn't a cottonmouth; it was actually a copperhead. And the copperhead's supposed to be one of the least venomous snakes in the U.S. And there was actually somebody who died from a copperhead bite, and I think he was just allergic to it, but he still died, you know. But anyway, yeah, and cottonmouths don't bite all that often, but it does happen. Let's see. Brutus, I'll give a shout out. There we go. Will I keep the nickname Octopus Balls after I retire? Is that a nickname for me? Or is that to somebody else? I kind of like that, actually. You know, it was either that or Footlong. I might keep Footlong. I was going to put that on my license plate, but my wife wouldn't probably get it or think it was funny. Let's see what else is going on here. Good skateboarding road. There's actually a good well, maybe it's not skateboarding. There's a good BMX bike place kind of back behind there. That's kind of, you know, I think everybody knows about it now. But anyway, starting to go to places and parks in northern Illinois in hopes of finding snakes. Yeah, there are places. Some local people have told me a few places, so I can't really share those. But there's a few boards and a few parks that are out and about, and there's found a fox snake that way. The fox snakes are kind of cool. I haven't been back to those places just because I always get here too late in the year and it's too hot and there'll be nothing under the boards, I think. So let's see. My nickname from the octopus video. That can't be mine. I don't think I put out an octopus video, so I must be missing part of the chat. But octopus video. I have to start looking for octopuses. Anyway, Tim's in Southern California. You know, indigos and cribos. Yeah, that's tough. Wow, what a bummer. That's all you could find. Yeah, the indigos are cool. I haven't seen one of those, and I know in certain states you got to be careful, you know, whether you can touch them or not. But I think I was going to join. Someone invited me to join some kind of indigo research group or something, and then you can go out with them, and then you can pick them up. But I haven't done that yet. Do I ever handle rattlesnakes? not really on camera. I will move them occasionally with a hook, and I'll just use only a hook and move them just to get them back on the road or something, or move them so I can get video. But I try not to. I don't know. Rattlesnake bites are expensive, so I try not to do that. Yeah, the fox snakes. Yeah, I have a video on my channel somewhere with the fox snake. But if I can find it here, I'll show it. But yeah, it was cool. I saw a fox snake. Yeah, if you want to go somewhere cool in Illinois, go south. Go to Kankakee and find the. There's a bunch of stuff down there in Kankakee. There's also the meth labs down there, so be careful with that. Let's see. I had a fox snake. Oh, here we go. Here's on the channel. There's a fox snake I found. It was really a cool one. That was, if you watch that video, I was flipping some boards in a park someone told me about, and flipped a garter as well as that fox snake, which it was a lifer, and it was really, really cool. It's actually a beautiful snake. It was kind of cool. Oh, let's see. Yeah, the Western United States cooking under the sun. Yeah, I know. And it's a full moon, too, so it's hard to road cruise. Yeah, 110 in the low deserts. Yeah, I went out a few days ago. I took the Ferrari out, if you saw that video, and found a few snakes. But it was cool being out in the car. I've never road cruised in a Ferrari. I don't even really advertise I have one, or I actually have a few. But anyway, I don't know. Some people frown on the fact that you drive those. I don't know. Like, you get a lot of hate. I'm not sure why. And I'm not really sure why. So sometimes I get in the moods where I don't like to drive it just because people hate on you. But the reality is I worked hard. Like, I wasn't given that car. I worked hard for that car. So I don't know. I think it's like a piece of art, on the wall. Although that's a bit questionable. But it's like owning a piece of art, and I don't know. I enjoy it. I enjoy looking at it. I enjoy driving it. It's fun, but you feel like you're under the microscope, I guess. Yeah, people are staring at you, and it's weird. Some people are really cool and are nice. Other people, not so much. Anyway, hate because Porsche is superior. Hey, to each their own. I don't know. I always liked Ferraris. I don't know. Growing up, I always did. So about, gosh, how long? I have a Mondial, which is really a hated Ferrari, but it's a cabriolet, so it's a convertible, and it can hold 4 people. So I bought that like 20 years ago, maybe. I don't know how long ago. I've had that for a long time, and we had kids, so I could take everybody in it. I mean, a convertible Ferrari, you can take 4 people. It's kind of cool. And then I got the 348 Spider, which is the yellow one in the last video, and it's a 2-seater. And I always like the 80s look with the strakes on the side. And then I have a 355 Spider now too. So. And it's also yellow and black, so I'm gonna have to get rid of some cars. It's kind of a weird deal, but they're all for sale at the right price, I guess. Yeah, Porsche too small. Those old Ferraris are small. The newer ones, they got bigger. The 360 and the 430. I don't know. They got a little too big for a 2-seat car, in my opinion. But anyway, the 458's a beautiful car. Oh, let's see. Here in Trinidad, in the West Indies. Oh, wow. Must be nice to be down there. I flew into Trinidad once. A long time ago. We just stopped for fuel, so we didn't. I didn't get to spend much time. But yeah, the cat-eyed snakes, rear frame mildly venomous. Yeah, they got Burke and Dingo sick. Burke, did he get bit by one of those? We're talking from Catch It, right? Interesting. I got a friend in Singapore that he's been bit by everything, and he doesn't care. Like, he gets bit on purpose. So he's been bit by. He's been bit by the mangrove cat snake, which are mildly venomous. He's been bit by the giant centipedes. He's been bit by Wagler's pit vipers, and he doesn't do anything about it. He just goes home, and that's just his thing. I don't know. To each their own. He's actually been bit by a blue coral snake, and it was a dry bite, luckily. And he didn't tell anybody. He just went home and waited for the symptoms, and they never showed up. So anyway. Let's see what else we got going on here. I've ever been to Virginia. If that's for me, I haven't. I'd like to go. Oh, and I may actually go this summer. We'll see. I'll be nearby, so we'll see. Anyway, yeah. Something got. Yeah, lucky. Yeah, I know 2 people that have been bit by blue coral snakes. Can you believe that? I mean, the odds on that are remote. Both got dry bites. I've talked to them both. So 2 people bit by blue coral snakes, and they both survived, and with not anything wrong. And it's supposed to be one of the snakes that there's no antivenom for, and it's supposed to be a very painful death. I think it attacks the nervous system, but instead of paralyzing you, and everything stopping, I think it does the opposite. I think everything contracts. So your heart and your lungs and all your muscles just go into a cramp. And it's supposed to be a terrible way to die. But, I don't know. I don't have any firsthand experience other than 2 people that got dry bites. Last time I flew the Eagle, I sold my share of the Eagle about 3 or 4 months ago, and it was kind of a bad deal. So, well, anyway, I try not to have any hard feelings, but it sort of ended badly between me and one of the partners. And anyway, I got to move forward. In fact, I got to probably call him and apologize and move forward from that. But anyway, yeah, so I don't own that anymore. I just consider that airplane an accident waiting to happen, to be honest. It was fun to fly. It was a great airplane to fly. It was a little difficult to land. But if the engine quit on that airplane, it glided like a Coke machine. It like fell out of the sky. So in Southern California, there's nowhere to go if the engine fails. You're going to land in somebody's house, and not only will you kill yourself, you'll probably kill somebody on the ground. So anyway, I'm not a partner in that anymore. What else? I wouldn't mind getting a little Cessna Citation, a little personal jet, and that's my plan for retirement. It's a pretty lofty plan. If it happens, I don't know, but it'd be pretty cool. I'd grab some of you guys. We'll just go and take the airplane, go to Costa Rica, and go find some snakes. And I don't know, to have a little personal jet would be cool. It's kind of cool because you can fly it with just one pilot, but they cost a fortune to operate, so I don't know if that'll ever happen. So let's see, what else? What do we got? 30 people on here? I don't know. You guys, I don't know what time zone it is for a lot of you. So anyway, it's getting late here in Chicago. It is 10:40. Again, I might go to that lake out there and go shine for water snakes just because I got nothing else to do, and the lake's like 2 minutes outside the hotel room. Venom Wonderful, what's up? What is going on? I've been on here for like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I'm sitting in Chicago. I'm bored. I found some garter snakes today, but I couldn't catch any and couldn't get hardly any good video. But I'm trying. I'm going to try again tomorrow. Hope all's well with you. And weren't we going to do a live? I think was it you that asked me to do a live yesterday to be on yours? And I would have, but we had thunderstorms in Chicago, and I was coming from Anchorage, and we got stuck in Dallas. We were supposed to just be there for an hour to offload and pick up some more freight, and we were stuck there for 6 hours. So I didn't get here till last night around 6 or 7 p.m. So anyway, if it was you that was asking, and maybe it wasn't, maybe it was somebody else, I would have loved to have been on. But anyway, yeah. It was a long day. I think I had like a 17-hour day. Yeah. Anyway, what else we got going on here? Let's see. What a coral snake does not feel like. Yeah, I feel for you with the seizures, man. I feel bad for you. I don't know what to say. It doesn't sound like fun, that's for sure. I feel for you there. So everybody giving shout outs to everybody else. I'm giving a shout out to everybody on here. So whoever's on here, what's up? Some of you guys have YouTube channels. For those who do, I try and watch everybody's videos when I can. It gets overwhelming at times. There's so many channels out there nowadays. It's hard to keep up. I do my best to watch everybody's videos. And I try and comment on people who comment on my videos. And literally sometimes I'm not complaining. It's a good problem to have, but the comments will stack up, and I'm like, I'll have to spend a couple days when I'm on overnights just, commenting back. And if it takes me a few days, just bear with me. I try and answer everybody's comments, but it's just not always easy. So, what else here? Tried to feed the coral garter snake. He refused. Interesting. Electronic music with weird visuals. Well, all right. Well, you probably got a lot more subscribers than I do. This snake thing is, it's all for fun. It's nice to see people subscribe, but, I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. I don't know why that's a big thing for me, but it is. And, a few channels have done it. Noah's done it with his, his herping channel. The Catch It guys got there. I'm not. It's funny because I talked to them and they're like, "Yeah, we got 100,000 subscribers, but we put out a video and we get like 1,000 views." So yeah, it's kind of weird, you know. I don't know. I'd love to hit the 100,000. I want to get the little plaque that YouTube, you know, gives you, so I can just put it on the wall. That would be cool. A few years ago, I got an award from, gosh, who was it? I'm trying to remember, but someone gave me like Field Herper of the Year award, and I don't remember who that was. I'm drawing a blank right now, but that was really cool. And anyway, 100,000 subscribers is my goal. I'll probably be 90 by the time I get there, but I'll keep going. We'll see what happens. You know, I'll probably lose all the hair. It'll probably turn gray, and then I'll lose that. Start wearing hats, and I'll still be looking for snakes. So, you know, anyway. Weird black snake up in a tree in Illinois. Yeah, black rat snake probably. Oh yeah, with a white underbelly, probably a black rat snake. If they're in Illinois, I think they are. It depends where you are in Illinois. Or there's racers there, either blue racers or black racers. They got a white underbelly, and I've got one of those in my video. And the blue racers are mostly black with a white underbelly. And if it was in a tree, it was most likely a racer or a rat snake. Let's see. Yeah, you want that plaque too? Yeah, where are you at, Venom? I have to look you up. You're probably real close. I've seen your channel. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're doing good. You're halfway there. There we go. 53,000. Shit, that's awesome. It's funny how you can make these big jumps, and you put out a video, and all of a sudden you're way up there, and then you just die again, and you just don't move, and you just can't. I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird one, YouTube. It's all for fun, but you know. Anyway, let's see. Someone got bit by a gator in Tampa today. You know that. If you put that video out, you'd probably get to 100,000 subscribers. But I saw a deer today run out into traffic. If had it got hit by a car, I could have probably got 100,000 subscribers. But anyway. Yeah, it looked like a cottonmouth. Well, maybe it was. I don't really know much about cottonmouths. I saw a few in Florida for the first time. And you said you were in Illinois? It'd have to be southern Illinois for the cottonmouths anyhow. I don't think they're up north. I think they're only in the southern part of the state. But I could be wrong about that. And you saw it, not me. So, I'm just guessing there. But anyway, what else to talk about? I don't know. It's weird to sit here and talk and talk and talk. We have to have a little more Red Bull to keep me going. I'm going to have to get some sleep sooner or later here. But I'm sort of on West Coast time, so even though it's like 10:30 or so here, it's only like 8:30 my time for my body clock, so it's not too bad. Cottonmouths don't climb trees. Well, there you go. Somebody else answered it. So anyway. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Southern U.S. is full of crocs and gators. Yeah, that it is. Anyway, yeah. I always think of rat snake or racer when I think of a snake in a tree, but it could be something different. Could be a coach whip if you have those too. Those get really dark. They can be really red. They can be really dark. They can be tan. They're one of my favorite snakes. They do like to bite, but still cool to find. What else? We got like 36 people. I don't know if we're dying or what. I don't know if it was more earlier or not. But if it starts to fall off, we'll just kind of, close it out, I guess. But I just like talking snakes, so you guys can bear with me here. I don't know if I've ever done a video with this shirt on. This is kind of one of my favorite shirts. I never wear it because I think it offends some people. But anyway, if you guys can see that, it's in a place called the Alaskan Bush Company. It's a picture out the cockpit flying through the mountains up in Alaska. But there's sort of a hidden message in there somewhere. I think it's kind of a funny shirt. But I wore it out once looking for snakes, and some guy was out there with his son, and he recognized me. Oh, I love the videos. My kid loves your videos. And I'm sitting there with that shirt on, and I was like, the kid was like 8 or 10 or something. I felt a little bit weird wearing that. But anyway. Yeah, it's a box office. Yes, that it is. Well, we call it the cockpit when it's all guys in the cockpit. If it's an all-female crew, we call it the box office. Yeah, funny shirt. I think so too. But anyway, Yeah, I wear it occasionally, but it is weird when you run into like younger people and wear it. But I find Coach Woods all the time. Brutus does. Yeah, a handful. Never been bit by one, huh? But bit by 2 bull snakes. I've only found a couple bull snakes. They hissed like crazy, but never bit me. And the coach whips I've had try and bite me multiple times, but I've always been able to, get them far enough away where they never landed a bite. But they gave it a good go. Let's see. I'm going herping on Wednesday here in southern Japan. Oh, I am jealous, Brent. Who's that? Nathan. Yeah, some of the islands in southern Japan. I don't know where you're at. Okinawa's, a place where the habu lives, and there's a lot of cool stuff. But I'm always in Tokyo, so I don't get the opportunity really. One of these days, I'm just going to buy a ticket and go further south and have a look around. But I'm jealous. Let me know how you do. That would be awesome. I also like to talk mobile tech. My buddy B-Tech is on now. Peace, guys. Cool, Michael. Hey, thanks for joining. Mobile tech, always fun. Let's see. The Southern Island. I don't know if I can pronounce that one. And I won't even try. I'm going to murder that if I say it. I haven't even heard of that island. I'll have to look that up. I don't know how big of an island it is, but let's just take a look here. Google Maps. I think I'm on Google Maps. Let's see if I can even spell that right. I already started it wrong. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I've got you. I've got you on the map there. Sorry. This probably doesn't show too well, but yeah, I don't know what snakes are there. That's pretty far south. I'm guessing you're going to have something tropical, maybe some cat snakes. I'm jealous. I wish I was there. Oh, I'll have to look at the latest video. Okay. I don't know if I saw that. I'll have to look at that video, Brutus. I didn't see the one with your niece holding it. Gotcha, just a city. Yeah, I found it on the map there. I traveled in the cargo area of a C-130 across the Atlantic. I hope you had some headphones and/or some earplugs for that. I'm guessing that would have been a long and loud flight. Do I ever run into Kelsey from 7-4 Gear? He needs to go herping. I don't know that. I'm assuming that's a YouTube channel. I don't really look at other flying channels at all. So yeah, I guess I haven't. Yeah, I'll have to look into that and see. I don't run into many other pilots really. I'm always out looking for snakes, so I'm not really in the bar where all the pilots end up. Yeah, don't. That sounds familiar, but I can't say that I have. It was a fox snake. Yeah. Gotcha. Really cool green tree python. Oh, really? Wow, that sounds pretty damn cool. I wouldn't mind seeing one of those. In fact, that would be a dream to see one of those. But I haven't ever been in the area where they live. So, yeah. One of these days I'll go down there. I know I think Queensland, Australia, a lot of guys. There's a guy down there. Something Mac, I think. Is that his name? I can't remember, but I gotta readjust this. Sorry, guys. He finds some down there. Like he finds them all the time. And yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Sorry, I get a cramp on the leg here, so I gotta move this thing up a little bit. Your pet cobra says hi. Well, there you go. Well, say hi for me. What kind of cobra you got? I wouldn't mind having a pet cobra, but yeah, it's not going to happen right now. How many engines have I lost? Let's see. Over the years, I think I've had 4 engine failures. And that was, I've flown for Nippon Cargo, Japanese carrier, for almost 25 years and hardly had anything ever go wrong. And for 4 years before that, I flew for Polar Air Cargo, and that's where I had my 4 engine failures. And it was a terrible airline. It was my first job flying the 747, and it was, yeah. Anyway, yeah, 4 engine failures, 5 hydraulic failures, and just a lot of stuff you couldn't believe went on at an airline. I think they've since gotten a lot better, but back then it was crazy. Monocled Cobra, wow, that's pretty damn cool. Yeah, like that's badass. Congrats on having that. Someone wants to find a snake himself by myself in the wild. Yeah, well, you know, pick your time of year and then figure out where they are, undercover or out in the open. And you know, it's not easy. That is for sure. It is not easy. What's the worst, hydraulic failure or engine failure? The 747's got four hydraulic systems, and it's got four engines, obviously too. So a hydraulic system is always backed up by another hydraulic system for the most part. So if you lose a hydraulic system, it's not a big deal unless it's system one or four, in which case some of the gear and flaps have to go down a different way. And yeah, engine failure is always a little bit more, more of an issue. If you're at altitude, you can't keep that altitude. You can't stay at the altitude you're usually cruising at. So it requires a descent right away. So that can be a problem depending on where you are. Nowadays, over the Pacific and the Atlantic, we have what's called CPDLC. It's basically text messaging. Before we had to use these HF radios, so getting a hold of somebody was difficult. But now it's not an issue. But yeah, engine failure is usually more of a problem. But in a four-engine airplane like a 747, it's not even an emergency. We don't declare an emergency. Any interesting UFO sightings while flying? Yeah, somebody asked that earlier. I can't talk about that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, and eat orange Tic Tacs. They'll save your life. I can't tell you why. What else we got here? Let's see. Venomous snakes. Oh, in Trinidad. Coral snake. Okay, Fer-de-Lance, Bushmaster. Yeah, that's pretty damn cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get out that way again. I wouldn't mind getting out to Trinidad. I flew in there once, like I said, and we didn't stay. We just flew in, got fuel, and then continued. We used to fly down. I used to fly down to South America all the time, where I wasn't really into snakes, sadly, and I could have found a lot of cool stuff. But such is life. What about the chemtrails? Yeah, that's why we eat the orange Tic Tacs. Orange Tic Tacs aren't really orange Tic Tacs. They give them to the pilots and their families to counter the effects of the chemtrails. I'm not supposed to talk about that either, but I'm joking. But there's a lot of these chemtrail people out there, and if you want to believe in that, believe in whatever you want. But some of these guys, the chemtrailers and the flat Earth people, they really like to get on my videos and try and convince me that one, the Earth is flat, and two, that those are chemicals coming out of the engines. And like I play along with some of them, like, okay, you tell me how it's done. I'm all for people challenging things. Like, we don't have to take everything for face value. But come up with at least a valid reason of why. Let me turn this light off, see if it's better. Oh, that's probably worse. I don't know. Give me a valid reason. And they're like, well, where are the chemicals? Are they stored? Some say they're in the fuel. And I said, well, if they're in the fuel, then it would be on all the time. And then therefore you could find these chemicals all over the airports. When the airplanes take off, they'd be everywhere, but they're not. So you can't do it that way. Then they say us pilots are actually in on it and we turn them on and off. And anyway, those people on the flat earthers, like to try and convince a pilot that the earth is flat. I don't know, but people do. Chemtrails, twin engine ops over the poles. No, twin engine ops are everywhere now. There's no real time restrictions anymore, I don't think, for twin engine ops. The airplane I fly, the 747 is a dinosaur. Even though we fly the latest, greatest ones, the Dash 8s, they're brand new. Nobody wants a four engine airplane. They just burn too much fuel. So it's going to be all two engine airplanes here in the future. Yeah, H2O and CO2 are chemicals. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, of course there are emissions coming out of the engines, and at certain times of the day they're awesome. And I've got some videos. Well, you've probably seen my number one video. I think it's got like 4 million views, and it's got a lot more views than that. Because I've sold it all over the place. But yeah, my number one video. The chemtrailers love that video. Then I do have a snake video in there with over 1 million views. I don't know if it's going to focus on this or not, but anyway, yeah, that one. The chemtrailers just eat that up. Now they all are convinced that COVID is being sprayed out there somehow. So anyway, like I toy with them sometimes, but then I just sort of am I serious about not being able to talk about the UFOs? All right, next question. No, I'm messing with you. Um, in all my years of flying, I've only ever seen anything one time that was weird. It was at night. It's a long story, and maybe I'll make a video about it. But anyway, it was at night, so I didn't see what was actually making the trail that I saw that was orange and long, and I can't convey the speed of what I saw. But I told the story years later, like 10 years later, to flight engineer on when I used to fly 747 Classics. And this guy used to fly in the military on the KC-10, the military tanker. And I told him where it happened and what it was, and he told me that what I saw was, he couldn't tell me what it was, but he said it was military in nature and that he was sworn to secrecy. So that's all I could say. Anyway, so UFO, not UFO, I don't know. Let's see what else we got going on here. So yeah, COVID spread by 5G. There you go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. How would it? How else would it be spread? Favorite type of snake? Maybe a blue coral snake. I said that earlier. Something about a blue snake is just badass. Any blue snake, and there aren't many of them out there. I like blue snakes. The birds aren't real. Or yeah, they're really government drones. There you go. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Some guy tried to get me to watch some flat Earth thing, and I watched it. I don't know. I was bored. It was like an hour and a half. It was like on Discovery Channel or Netflix. And at the end, like these guys got a hold of this. We use laser ring gyros, or that give us our inertial navigation, and they have to be calibrated because the Earth is round and it spins, and therefore they drift. And anyway, they were going to get one of these and prove that the Earth was flat. And anyway, it, they went through all this, and and they're like, oh, it came up the opposite of what they wanted. So then they figured, oh, there must be something wrong with it. And then they did some other thing where they're trying to put some poles and shine a laser through them all, and that didn't work the way they thought it was supposed to either. So anyway, you could have just watched the last 5 minutes of the show and summarize the whole thing. But anyway, um, anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I like people challenging things. I mean, I don't try and take everything I hear as being truthful, but at the same time, you know, I don't know. We got to build some of what we're doing off of what other people have learned. Otherwise, we're not going to get anywhere. But anyway, flat earthers have members all around the globe. Believe me, I know. A lot of them, they don't like me in my videos with the chemtrails and the horizon where it's flat. It's not flat. You can see the curve, and they say some interesting things, and they don't like me, but that's okay. Please make a video about it. We'll see. I don't really know. It would just be me talking and showing some diagrams and stuff. I couldn't really do anything that would be that cool. Not the brightest bulbs on the Christmas tree. Yeah. Yeah. Did I ever see the Concorde fly in person? Yes, I did. And back a long time ago, as a pilot, I used to work for a US airline, and we get jump seat passes, they were called. You could basically ride in the cockpit and or get a pass on an airline for almost nothing. Usually it was free, but I could have rode on the Concorde for like $50 or something just to do it, and I didn't do it. I don't know. I think back then I was chasing girls, and flying on the Concorde didn't seem as fun. But anyway, yeah, collab with you and Venom Wonderful would be dope. Yeah, hey, let me know. I wouldn't mind doing that. I don't know what I could add to the video, but I try. I'd try my best. Like tonight, I'm just sitting here talking because I'm bored, and I don't know. I like talking snakes, and I don't really have a lot of people to talk snakes with. So anyway, uh, 7-4 Gear offered to fly a charter for flat earthers. Yeah, no takers. Yeah, what a shock, right? I've taken pictures from like 40 something thousand feet. And you can see the curve. I mean, it's not super apparent. It's not like you think it would be, but they all think it's the fisheye lens I'm using or something. I don't know. Like, people that don't want to believe don't believe, and it doesn't matter what you show them; they're not going to believe you. So anyway, Sasquatch. There we go. Maybe I'll do a Sasquatch video. I've actually got a pretty funny video idea, but anyway, I'll save that for another day. It might be pretty funny though. It might be really funny. It's something I've been planning for a long time, but yeah, we'll see. I've got all these cool ideas for videos, but these are actually like videos that I'm going to need some staging on. Like one of them requires an ambulance because I need to shoot some video from inside the ambulance. And I mean, how the hell am I going to do that? And then this other one, the Sasquatch one's going to be, I'm going to run across a porn set with girls running across the road being chased by Sasquatch. And I don't know, I don't know any girls that I can really get that'll probably want to be a part of that video. So maybe someday we'll see. Anyway, do I currently have any pet snakes? I've got a rosy boa, a couple king snakes, and a mountain king snake. And I'll probably give some of them away. Every time I hit I think when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I gave a snake away. When I hit 20,000, maybe I did. You know, I just give them away and I for free, and I ship them for free if it's a good home it's going to. So maybe I'll do that when if I get, I don't know, I think I'm at 30,000 or something. What am I at now? Actually, I look at it every day. I pretend like I don't know, but I know exactly how many I'm at. I'm at 30,500. So maybe if I hit 50,000 or maybe I'll just do a snake giveaway video. I don't know what I'll do. I got a few snakes, but I don't take them out as much as I should. So let's see. I like to go down south around San Diego and do some herping. Yeah. Yeah, it's good down there. And this time of year is no good. Go February to April. Then you can flip rocks and boards and find tons of snakes. Some cool snakes, some cool Cal Kings down there. Yeah, Sasquatch. Yeah, yeah, venomous snakes, chemtrails, and flat Earth all in one. Now that's how I'll get my 100,000 subscribers right there. I mean, you know, what more could you want? Let's see what else. These things are moving. Fly Kaitac. Yeah, I flew into Kaitac. Yeah, quite a bit, all the way until it shut down. I probably went in there 20 times, which is quite a bit for a 747 pilot because we fly everywhere and anyway, yeah, we fly a lot of places. So to go to the same place over and over doesn't happen all that often. But see if I can find the video. I have a video somewhere going in there. But I probably won't be able to find it. But yeah, it's actually. Sorry. I do have one going in there, and this is funny because a friend of mine actually took this video, and it's super old, but it's on my channel. If you scroll down, it was back when I was a first officer, a co-pilot on the 747, and there's some video going in there. And yeah, when you landed there on runway 13, it was a handful. Like it was, yeah, it was seriously a handful. You really had to keep an eye on what was going on. But let's see what else. I've seen a king cobra. Good for you. I've seen two, and that's not enough. Did Mrs. B always like snakes? You have to convince her they were cool. Yeah, there's another video idea I have, but I'll have to say that for later. But no, she didn't like snakes. She didn't. You know, when we got married, I wasn't really into chasing snakes or anything like that. It sort of happened later. Then she wasn't sure what the hell I was doing, I think. So anyway, yeah, but she thinks it's okay now. Oh, in a zoo, someone saw a king cobra. Yeah, I guess that counts, right? Seeing them in the wild, it's just, yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's friggin' awesome. Can I have your mountain king snake? And my brother has a black rat snake climbing a pole at his job. Really? That's kind of cool. I'd probably put a GoPro on the bottom of the pole and then leave it there. So when he comes back down, you get some footage of him coming down. It might be kind of cool. Can I have your mountain king snake if you win the giveaway? And I'm not sure I'm going to give them away yet, but I probably will. But I need more subscribers to give it away. So get all your friends to subscribe, and then you know, then I'll give it away. Are some captains arrogant jerks to first officers? Yes, they are, and I'm not sure why. You know, back when I was a first officer, which was a long time ago, I've been a captain now for probably 24 years. I was a captain on like a small turboprop at United Express. Got hired in the 747, and I had to work my way through the seats again. But yeah, when I was a first officer, you know, co-pilot in the 747, there was one or two guys that were just assholes, and you know, flying with them was actually good because it was like I never want to be that guy. And yeah, I don't know what their deal was, but in the cockpit, you want everybody to be a team, and everybody wants to help everybody to the common goal of having a safe flight. And when you got somebody who's an asshole in the cockpit, it just puts a wall between everybody, and it's just anyway. They're out there. There's at every airline. There's somebody like that. It just there is. Yeah. So anyway, what are we down to? 30 people, 40 people. God, we've been going over an hour. I may have to cut this off. Not that I really have anything to do, but I am hungry. I gotta get some dinner at some stage here. Maybe we'll do Uber Eats or something. Ever see the vid of the guy, black race snake, pop out from under the panel on his Piper Cherokee? No, I haven't. That sounds kind of cool. Well, I mean, I think it's cool. Maybe he didn't. Yeah, Abominable Snowman. Yeah, I should see my mother-in-law. There you go. Yeah, that's a video in itself, right? Maybe you could do it like a side by side with, the Yeti versus the mother-in-law. Now I've got a cool mother-in-law who might be watching right now. So, for me, I couldn't make that video, but for other people, they probably could. That's kind of funny though. Yeah, I actually like watching those crazy shows. There used to be a Destination Unknown or Expedition Unknown or I can't remember what it's called, something like that. Josh Gates or something. I kind of liked watching him. I'd watch all these shows where they're looking for all these mythical creatures that obviously we're never going to find because they're not out there. But I liked watching the show, even though I knew it was going to end badly. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I should start doing shows like that. I could start looking for ghosts or something ridiculous. But I don't know. Maybe the chupacabra. Um, yeah. What else? Comments are slowing down, so I don't know. Do I keep going? What do we do, guys? Should I just cut it off? Yeah, on Discovery occasionally. Yeah. It was Expedition Unknown, I think originally, and then it changed to Destination Unknown or something unknown. I don't know. I liked it. I don't know. I liked the vibe. I thought the guy was funny, and I don't know. I thought it was a fun show, even though they didn't really find anything. Maybe I can go find some Bigfoot prints out by the lake here. I don't know. We'll do something. I'll do something tomorrow to finish my video off. Maybe cut it off. Yeah, probably. Sonic's out of here. Yeah, Expedition Unknown was a cool show. Yeah, the best job ever. Yeah, I know, right? I dug that show. I don't know. I just dug his vibe, and then he was in weird places, eating weird food and doing weird things, and I don't know. I dug it. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Yeah, I'll probably cut this off. The stomach's starting to growl. Too much Red Bull and not enough food. Huh. All right. Yeah. Oh, what do I think of the UFO report? I'm not sure what that is. Is there something new out, or I know there was supposed to be some files that were released or something, and I always take that with a grain of salt. I don't know what's ever released. Is it real? Is it released just to make people feel okay? I don't know what to believe. I've sort of given up on all that. I'd like to believe there's something cool out there. I'm sure there is. Is there footage of it? Maybe, but it doesn't. It's like the Bigfoot thing. Like you could take the best picture in the world, or you could take the greatest video in the world, and no one will believe you. Well, some will believe you no matter what, but until you kill one and drag it in, I don't think anybody's going to believe you. So even if you had the best UFO video out there, I don't know if anybody would believe you. So anyway, just released a UAP report. I'll have to look that up. I like looking at that stuff. I like to see what has been seen, but I can never get video that's good enough for me to believe. I see things like a little tic tac thing moving along the edge of the water, and I don't know. It looks like it's moving fast, and I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to see something else that blows my mind, but I have yet to see that. So they could not confirm if they are alien. Well, flying to Tel Aviv. I've never flown into Tel Aviv. Flown over it a bunch, and that was a long time ago, but I've never been there. Someone invited me to go out there and look for snakes, but I forgot who it was. And so there's a lot of snakes out in, I think, in the eastern Israel area. But one of these days I'll go. In fact, my wife said it would be awesome. She wants to go. So anyway, yeah. So eat. Yeah, I know, right? Got to eat. So hour and what, 20 minutes of ranting about snakes and UFOs and stuff I can't talk about, and orange Tic Tacs and all that good stuff. And Smet Logic, he hasn't even gotten on here, which means, let's see, what time is it in Arizona? Oh, it's like 9:15. He's out. He's probably found a coral snake right now. He's probably putting together a really good video, and he didn't even call me or anything to invite me. So, not that I could have gone. Well, when am I going to be going herping in New York? Yeah, I'll be in New York. I think the 26th of July. I'm there for a day and a half. So it's on a weekend actually, 24th, 25th, something like that. And one of the guys out there told me don't bother. It's too hot to flip, and it's just there's a lot of bugs. So I don't know. I might go surfing for the day. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Like there's not great surf in New York, but I've got to do something. If I can find a rental car cheap enough, maybe I'll go look for a snake or two. But I don't know. I've never done it out there, so it would be fun. Aliens. Seen anything in the sky? Yes, people have asked that earlier. I have seen something in the sky, and I can't talk about it. And eat orange Tic Tacs; they'll save your life. No, seriously though, I saw something once, but it was at night. It was just a trail of something, and it was orange and long, and it was moving fast, and I don't know what it was, but I mean, like nothing cool. I haven't seen anything cool where I'm like, oh shit, let me, like what is that? I saw a SpaceX launch the other night, not the actual launch of the rocket, but we were flying to Alaska from Tokyo, and you know how Orion in the sky has the three stars, the belt. Well, anyway, I just looking up, and I looked up and I saw three stars, so I thought it was Orion's belt, but Orion was off the other side, so I'm like, what the hell is that? And then I looked and they were moving, slowly moving eastbound, and then all of a sudden the fourth one appeared. So now there's four of these things in a line moving, and then about 10 seconds later a fifth one appeared, and then a sixth one appeared. So I actually called air traffic control, and I'm like, hey, you guys got anything strange in the sky up ahead of me, 12 o'clock and, super high and whatever. And they said, stand by one. And then they called me like 2 minutes later and they said SpaceX was actually launching, I don't know, they're launching these satellites that are going to, cover the world. And they were doing a launch at the time. So I eventually saw like 20 of these things all in a line heading eastbound. It was one of the coolest things I've seen. I couldn't really get video of it, but it was actually really cool. Yeah, legless lizard. Yeah. Oh, legless lizard. Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen one of those once. They're really, really cool. Kind of silvery looking. Yeah, and they usually have yellow on the bottom or on the top. I've only ever seen one. I have it on a video. Maybe I don't have it on a video. I think I put it on video. Area 51. Yeah. Now the glass lizards are different. I've seen those. Those are out in the Midwest, but out in San Diego, there's a legless lizard. They're real small. They're not very big, and they're cool. Yeah, they're real cool. Starlink trains. Is that what that is then? Yeah, maybe Starlink is the name of the satellites they're putting up. But yeah, they were launching them at the time. So it went from 3 to 4 to 5, until they were too far east to see, and then the reflection's no good, so you couldn't see them anymore. But it was freaky. Like it was weird. It was cool. Yeah, pretty fragile. Yeah, a lot of those little ones are fragile. Todd's up. What's up, Todd? Todd's the guy that got me doing these lives, and I'm only doing this, Todd, because I'm sitting in a hotel room and I'm totally bored right now. I went out looking for snakes all day in Chicago. I wasn't going to rent a car because it was like $120, so I blew that off. And I've been walking around the hotel. Right up by the hotel, I saw 6 garter snakes, and I couldn't catch one, and I barely got any video of any of them. But I'm going to try tomorrow morning between 8 and 10, and then I'll wrap that video up and make something out of it. But anyway, then I got to fly out to Alaska. But anyway, I'm doing another live, and I've been on here for almost an hour and a half, and I'm getting hungry. Anyway, good to see you join here. One of these days, I got to just say, hey, I'm doing this at a certain time. I thought about doing these every Sunday, but like a Sunday night snakes thing. But I don't know. We'll see. What else we got going on? 60 at a time, really? 60 of those would be crazy to see. Yeah, I've heard they've done something to make sure they don't reflect light. I don't know if they've painted them a different color or they just don't reflect the light. I don't know what they've done, but yeah, I've heard that they don't show up as much. So anyway. Let's see. Any luck the other night? I'm not sure if that's for me. No, my wife wasn't into it, so no luck the other night. What else we got? Orange space rocks. Orange space rocks in atmosphere. Huh. A couple DOR at Whitewater. Yeah. I went out the other night and only found a couple snakes. And I found two within 15 minutes. And I thought it was going to be like a killer night. And then, yeah. And then I didn't find anything for like 3 hours and then found the last one. So, go eat hungry pilots. Yeah. With access to snakes can be scary. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to eat now. I don't know what I can do here at 11:20 at night. God, there's a McDonald's across the street. They're probably closed too. Yeah, that's going to do it, I guess, guys. I got 41 people on here. That's kind of cool. I hate to cut everybody off, but do you go to the herp shows? Yeah, I went to one. I put out a video from one. I feel a little awkward at those things because I'm never in the I'm not going to buy anything, and I see a ton of stuff I want. So knowing I can't buy anything and that I want everything makes it awkward to go to those shows. And I tried to video at the one show, and I did, and I put out a video, but I don't know. I don't know. I like seeing people that are into snakes, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, I don't know. There's a big one here in Chicago. I think Tinley Park or something. If it's back on, I'd go to that. So anyway, all right, guys. I think everybody's saying goodnight, so I'll say goodnight to you guys. Thanks for watching. It's been almost an hour and a half, and yeah, I'll be putting out a video that's from Chicago. I'll put it out probably tomorrow night, if not the next day. And it might make a cool video. I don't know. It's a lot of POV walking around. It depends how tomorrow morning turns out. If I find something tomorrow morning and can get some good video, it'll make for a better video. But if not, I'll still put it out. It'll still be cool, I think. And then I'm heading to Alaska where there's no snakes, and then back to California. And I've got some family stuff to deal with at home. And depending on how that goes, I'll probably be heading to the Lake of the Ozarks in early July. So, and I don't have tickets yet, so those will probably cost a fortune. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great night, and yeah, we'll catch you. I might just do these every Sunday. Do a Sunday night snakes live. In which case, if we do it every week at the same time, maybe more people will get on, and maybe I'll try and do the Zoom thing again where people can call in or join in, and I just don't sit here talking. Someone else can talk. Todd, join me. You can help out. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for joining, and enjoy the rest of your night. And for those of you on the other side of the world, enjoy your day. All right, we'll see you.